What's going on guys, it's Unknown Player here, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the future of Destiny and some things we can look forward to which are coming very soon on the horizon. Now the main thing we can look forward to is the November update. This is going to be quite a substantial update in terms of changes and things it's going to add to the game. Expect full patch notes when the patch is released next week, but for now we know most of the things to be included. Some of them are really cool economy changes. For example, Bungie will sell weapon parts in exchange for Glimmer, and Eris will also accept Worm Spore in return for something we don't know just yet, which I love personally. I've got like 1,500 Worm Spore. I don't really care what she trades for it, but I'll just be happy to get rid of the stuff. I'm sure you guys will be too. Also, Petra will be trading something for our Etheric Light, and that's a material we've had since the House of Wolves, but has no use in the Taken King expansion, and so far it's just been sitting there doing nothing really, so it'll be good to exchange it for some materials that we do need. And again, we don't know what they're going to be exchanged for, but we do know it's going to be something of use to us, and those are some general economy upgrades. There will also be some patches to the Crucible. Most notably, there's a bug preventing legendary gear dropping in the Crucible, which is why you might not notice that stuff dropping in the loot reward screens. So expect a lot more legendary gear to be dropping in the Crucible reward screens when the November update drops next week. Also, bounties have been made a little bit less difficult and less grindy to actually achieve in the Crucible, so they're going to be less specific, and the aim is for them to be completable after just a few games. Thankfully, the Night Stalker glitch will also be fully fixed in this update too. So you guys might remember a few weeks back there was a pretty ridiculous glitch discovered where you could actually fire infinite shadow shots from the Hunter's Void Bow, and to do this you needed the Quiver perk on the Hunter subclass, which lets you fire 3 shots from the bow. And there's a temporary fix. Bungie removed the perk altogether until they can find a patch for the entire glitch, and up until now nobody has been able to use the Quiver perk. You could still select it in the Night Stalker subclass, but it wouldn't do anything, so you had to use something else, and that made the Night Stalker pretty useless in PvP because you could only fire 1 arrow. And funnily enough, the one and only quest that I've left to complete requires me to get multi-kills with the Shadowshot, which is impossible to do right now with one shot, so I'm looking forward to be able to complete the last step of my last quest when this bug gets completely fixed. And there's also another big feature which is coming in this November update next week, and this is that when you complete the exotic sword quest and complete the quest line in general, Shaxx is going to allow you to buy all 3 legendary swords off him, which is awesome. This basically means it's a shortcut, so you don't have to grind the story on all 3 characters and the Hadian Flakes on all 3 characters. You only have to do it on 1, and then once you complete 1 exotic sword quest, the other 2 are halfway easier. So that's a nice little thing they've added to make it a little bit less grindy, although unfortunately the exotic sword quest is still probably the worst grind in the game, with all those materials you need to farm and all those ability kills you need to get. The next thing Bungie talked about is a new initiative they're going to be adding in the holiday season, and this is a way to reward players who basically carry new Destiny players to the game. And it sounds like a weird system, but any people who get the game and are new to it and are low level, if you carry them to the higher levels, somehow you're going to be rewarded for that work in helping a new player to the game. And last year they were called Kinderguardians, and so I guess this year there's actually going to be real in-game rewards you get for carrying these brand new players who are completely new to the game and need a little bit of help. So I'm interested to see how that's going to work and what rewards are actually up for grabs. Another announcement is the return of Iron Banner next week, and it's actually got quite a big change this time. Since launch last year, Iron Banner has always been the control game mode, but for the first time ever, it's going to be the clash game mode. So no objectives, just a straight up team deathmatch. And Iron Banner rep is also going to be increased by 20% when you win games. The rewards have been increased across the board. You now get packages from Lord Saladin when reaching rank 3 and rank 5, and you will now be able to get artifacts from rank 3 and ghost shells from rank 5. So there's a ton more loot to get, and it's been made significantly easier to get, and it sounds like Iron Banner is going to be a lot more rewarding this time round. So let me know your thoughts of these things in the comment section. Of course, this is all from the Bungie Weekly Update, which I'll link in the description if you want to check out for yourselves. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this update. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next one.